Congressman Bob Filner, Chairman of the House Committee on Veteran Affairs, and Representative Ileana Rose-Latine, Ranking Republican on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, were joined on March 17, 2010 by 10 of their colleagues, including 3 from the House Foreign Affairs Committee, in a briefing to announce the support by a bipartisan House majority for the humanitarian rights and protection of the residents of Camp Ashraf in Iraq. In his remarks, Representative Filner announced that following last July's deadly assault by the Iraqi security forces against unarmed residents of Camp Ashraf, home to 3,400 members of Iran's main opposition, the People's Mujahideen Organization of Iran, he introduced a resolution, House Resolution 704, which deplores the ongoing violence by Iraqi security forces against the residents of Camp Ashraf, calls upon the Iraqi government to live up to its commitment to the United States to ensure the continued well-being of those living in Camp Ashraf, and calls upon the President to take all necessary and appropriate steps to support the commitments of the United States to ensure protection of Camp Ashraf residents.
To make it happen. Happy New Year, but the hope that this is the year that the Iranians get their independence. We thank the MEK for what they are doing, and we look forward to working with you to make it happen.
The majority of the members of the House of Representatives who have co-sponsored the resolution include 11 committee chairs, 13 committee-ranked members, 54 subcommittee chairs, 49 subcommittee-ranked members, and 30 House Foreign Affairs Committee members. Representative Rose-Latine stressed that in light of repeated breach of guarantees provided by Iraqi government to the United States that residents of Camp Ashraf would be treated humanely, the U.S. is obligated to take all necessary appropriate steps to uphold our commitments. The Florida lawmaker added that we must send a clear message to the residents of Camp Ashraf that the U.S. Congress stands with them.
We have committed to humanitarian protections for all of the residents of Camp Ashraf in Iraq.
Congressman Ed Towns, Chairman of the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, lauded the bipartisan nature of support for Camp Ashraf and said, "It's so important that we continue to work together to bring about the change that is so needed today."
That we continue to work together. And if we do that, then we will be able to recognize.
Representative Dana Rohenbacher, Ranking Member of House International Organizations, Human Rights, and Oversight Subcommittee, remarked that we must make sure that anyone who is fighting the Mullah regime and would replace it with a democratic government is an ally of the people of the United States, and we should not allow them to suffer negative consequences if we can prevent it. That is especially true of the people of Camp Ashraf.
People of Iran, whether you are in Camp Ashraf or you are in Iran on the streets protesting, we are with you.
Who are protesting.
Congressman Ted Poe, a member of the House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Terrorism, Non-Proliferation, and Trade, said, "It is important that we continue to stay vigilant, that we let the people in Camp Ashraf know that their silent voices are heard here in the United States. We are not going to stand idly by while those who wish to do harm to residents of Camp Ashraf mend, weave their wicked ways, and they will not be dispersed into parts and regions unknown to the rest of us."
The world has a moral and a legal obligation to protect the citizens of Camp Ashraf and make sure there is no doubt about it.
Representative Lincoln Diaz-Balart described the Iranian regime as a regime of thugs and added, "This is most impressive to have the majority of the U.S. Congress of one mind with regard to a critical issue and the travesty, the brutality that was engaged against the innocent people in Ashraf. And so we will get this to the floor and we will pass it and we will stay on this issue."
With regard to a critical issue and the travesty, the brutality that was engaged in against the innocent people in Ashraf. And so we will get this to the floor and we will pass it and we will stay on this issue.
Congressman Filner added that the administration should encourage the United Nations to play a much